Alright guys, my last fail video did really good, so I figured I'd make another one for you, reacting to semi-truck fails. Let's get into it.
Right here, he's been in the fuel line, not fueling, not doing a damn thing, and not in his truck. I banged on his door, and his truck number is 192796. He works for, obviously, Swift. Motherfucker finally made it to his truck. Hey man, you have a punk problem? There's been people out here waiting behind you, man.
Yeah, so this one happens way too often. It's very relatable for me because I experience it a lot. A lot of truck drivers will go into the fuel island and take their entire 30-minute break there as if that's okay. Usually fueling takes about 5 to 10 minutes, 12 minutes max. And if you want to go inside for a drink or something, you're going to be really quick.
From that day on, if I was going somewhere, I was running.
You just park in front of the fuel island when you're done, run inside, run back out, and go on about your day. Some people like to take their entire 30-minute break at the fuel island, not fueling, just park there, and there'll be a line of trucks behind them waiting to fuel up, and it's very annoying because usually when you're fueling up, you're trying to get in, fuel up, get your drink, and get back on the road so that you can get wherever you need to be, and a lot of these guys will sit there all day long, and it's very annoying. Alright guys, let's get into the next one.
So the funny part about this video is I actually recorded it to send to my dad and show him how good I was getting at putting these trailers into these small little spots. But honestly, looking at this video, it's probably not a video that I'm going to want to send to try to show off. But I mean, honestly, I could just look back at this video and laugh at it, especially with how much room I had and how bad I struggled to put this trailer in. I shouldn't even have struggled that bad, to be honest with you.
So another Swift video right there. Swift ends up in a lot of bonehead truckers videos or trucker fail videos, and there's a very good reason why. Swift is not a very reputable company. Swift loves hitting stuff. They like flipping over on the road, they like going off into the ditch and the water, and they love backing into things. That just must be what they teach at Swift school, because that's what happens here. What's happening here is a Swift driver who has obviously not very much backing experience. Sometimes backing into docks can be very tricky because the docks can be very tight and the trailers are just so compacted together that you don't really have a lot of space to work with. So sometimes, yeah, it's a little bit difficult, but this one here, you got enough space on both sides of the trailers and enough space in front of you to where it shouldn't really be that challenging to get the truck into the dock. As long as you have enough room to pull up, just get the trailer in the hole, just enough to where you can pull up and fix yourself, and then you should have no problem backing into that dock. Let's get into the next one.
Truckers' fails that almost pass for tricks. Turning a trailer into a skateboard. Trailer teetering on a bridge's edge. Taking tandems for a dip. Tangling with a traffic light pole. Cutting corners too close. Leaving the tandems behind. Turning unloading into a dance-off. Losing to the guard poles in frustration. Log hauling with a dry van. Hauling a traffic light. Keep safe, stay cool, and steer clear of blunders like these.
Obviously, guys, this is just a little short video I found on YouTube. Just kind of has a bunch of different trucker fails kind of combined all together in one. And some of these I've personally seen happen. Some of these are just, you really must have gotten your CDL off of Temu, because there's just no way that you could possibly mess up this bad. But clearly these guys in the video did, so I don't know what happened. I always think it's funny seeing little videos like that. Obviously it's not funny to mess up. You're in a $200,000, 80,000 pound truck. Messing up is not really something you want to do. You definitely do not want to end up on YouTube, because you will be famous, but not in a good way. Let's get into the next one.
Heart of the mountains, this runaway ramp offers a breathtaking view. But it's not all about sightseeing. Our white semi-truck found itself in a tight spot, but help is on the way with a mighty blue tow truck. Navigating the steep, gravelly path is no easy task, especially without melted brakes to guide the way. Here's to the unsung heroes of the road.
So this clip is what appears to be a wrecker truck pulling onto an emergency escape ramp to help, I'm assuming, whoever is currently behind the camera filming get their truck off that ramp. Now, for those of you who maybe aren't truck drivers yet and want to become truck drivers, or just new truck drivers and haven't really experienced much mountain driving, when you go through the mountains, usually when you're going down, it's very steep. You have to use your engine brakes, and if you burn out your main brakes, we have what's called an escape ramp. They usually have a few of them spread out throughout the mountain. What it is just a giant dirt ramp, sometimes made of mud, dirt, whatever. And if you lose your brakes, you want to aim for that ramp, because that is going to slow you down and make you come to a complete stop and hopefully avoid you hitting any other vehicles, possibly risking people's lives. Now, going down a mountain might seem pretty tricky at first. Once you learn how to do it, it's not that hard. You do want to use your engine brake. Don't use your service brake unless you need to add a little bit extra pressure to it. Use your engine brake as your main braking system, because you will burn out your brakes really quickly, especially if you're heavily loaded. I've been through mountains with full load weights, and I can tell you right now, you go down really quickly, and without your engine brake, without starting out at a slow speed, you will definitely burn your brakes out, and you will need those escape ramps. Let's get into the next one. Okay, so that one was a very short clip. Basically what happens, all those vehicles look like they're stopped maybe at a traffic light or in some traffic on the highway, whatever it may be. Truck driver, you'll notice, starts backing up and actually ends up hitting this car multiple times. They pull up and they back up again. What happened there, it looks like they just didn't have enough pressure on their brake pedal. As you guys know, you have to have enough pressure on your brake when you're stopping, otherwise you'll roll forward or you'll roll backwards, and it's not going to be fun when you hit another car doing that. When you're stopped, you need to make sure you have enough pressure on your brake pedal so that you do not roll backwards. What looks like happened in this video, it looks like the guy did not have enough pressure on his brake and he slowly started rolling backwards. It can happen. It's happened to me before. Luckily I didn't hit anything, but sometimes you don't notice that you're going back because you're just going back so slowly. They have a common saying that you'll know when you don't have enough room anymore when your trailer stops moving. That's kind of what happens here. You stop moving all abruptly and then you're like, oh, I hit something. Not a good thing. Alright, that's all the fails I have for today. Not a lot, just a couple videos. I just figured I'd throw this out here since the last video did so well. If y'all would like me to make more fail videos in the future, make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like it. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, keep the rubber on the road.